You are looking for your keys and you hear yourself say, "Right? Where did I put them?" Then you check whether anybody heard. Nobody did. You feel slightly odd about it anyway. Almost everyone does this. Almost everyone assumes it is a small private defect. It is the opposite. It is one of the few mental habits that measurably improves your performance. For things going on, and the third one changes how well it works depending on one word you use. Watch a 4-year-old build something. They narrate the whole thing out loud, to nobody. Psychologists call it private speech. It is a child using language to steer their own behavior rather than to communicate. As you get older, it does not disappear. It gets quieter. It goes inward and becomes the voice in your head. But it never fully leaves. When something gets hard, it comes back out of your mouth automatically. So talking to yourself is not a habit you picked up. It is the original tool coming back out when you need it. This has been tested rather than assumed. Give people a picture of an object and ask them to find it on a cluttered shelf. The ones told to say the object's name out loud found it faster than the ones who searched in silence. Saying a word appears to sharpen what your eyes are actually looking for. The target gets more specific. The same thing shows up in sequences. Saying steps out loud keeps you from losing your place in the middle. Stay for number 3. It is one word, and it decides whether this calms you down or winds you up. Here is where it gets genuinely useful. There are 2 ways to talk to yourself, and they do not do the same thing. The first is I. Why am I so nervous? I always do this. I am going to mess it up. The second is your own name, or you. Right, you have done this before. You know the first line. Researchers call the second one self-distancing, and across a lot of studies it lowers anxiety and improves performance under pressure. Same person, same problem, one pronoun different. You end up advising yourself the way you would advise a friend. So if it works this well, why does everybody do it quietly and check the room afterwards? Because talking out loud is socially coded as talking to somebody. Doing it with nobody there reads as a signal that something is wrong. Films reinforced it for decades. The character muttering to themselves is shorthand for a character coming apart. Which is why people feel fine doing it with earphones in. Nothing changed except what an observer would assume. The embarrassment is about being seen. It has nothing to do with whether the thing is good for you. So use it deliberately, out loud when a task is fiddly, and in your own name when the pressure is on. There is one version worth separating out. If the talking is a reply to a voice that answers back and is not yours, that is a different thing entirely. That one is worth taking to somebody qualified, and it is not what this video is about. The ordinary version, the one where you tell yourself where the keys are, is your oldest thinking tool doing its job. If you just caught yourself doing it, that is the point. Subscribe. Read people, not minds.